Guys, got another video for you today. I've decided to go ahead and review the whole Walking Dead franchise and all of the things that I've got that are related to it. So, admittedly, I got into it from the TV series. I was aware of a comic called The Walking Dead because I love zombie things, but I'd never got into it because I've never read the comics before. But I watched the first season as it was being aired on Channel 5, so that's like a year and a half after it was first shown in America. No, I think it's half a year after it was first shown in America, and I loved it. So straight away I got onto reading the comics because I just wanted more of The Walking Dead, and I love them. So I'm going to talk about the TV series. And the first one is created by Frank Darabont. It's the first season. There's only Darabont. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. Sorry. This one's only 282 minutes long. I think there's 6 episodes. The first one's like a feature-length episode, but yeah, it's not a very long series. But the whole show just exploded off the first season. Like it started out as a kind of, it's on AMC, which I'm not very familiar with American channels in America, but it's quite a small channel. It's on cable. I'm not too sure what that means, but it's a small channel, so it's a small kind of series when it started. However, it did blow up and it went huge. Like 13 million viewers the last episode of season 3 had, which is incredible, I believe, for the scale of what the show was when it started. So it's about a man who wakes up in a hospital and he's lost his family. He has no idea what's going on, but suddenly the world has just fallen apart and there's zombies everywhere, or walkers as they call them. They don't actually call them zombies. It's never used once throughout the comics. Or the thing is, I don't think it might have been used once or twice, but generally they're called walkers, which is cool. I really love The Walking Dead. So the first season was brilliant, and I really got into it. Then I started reading the comics, but I'll start talking about season 2. I've also got season 2 on DVD, which is brilliant. This is a lot bigger. There's quite a few discs. This is 554 minutes long, and this one is set on a farm which is introduced in the comics as well. Overall, I'd say my favourite season so far has been season 3, which is not on DVD. But it should be out soon, and I can't wait to get that. So I got into the comics, which I have the first 5. I forgot what they're called, but I have the first 5 of them. Each of these contains so many issues of the comic. Obviously, with being in England, the comics aren't easy to get hold of, especially from nowadays. There's no comic book shops or anything like that. So I've got the first 5. I think there's like 30 of these now or something. But yeah, I also have just an actual comic which I really love. I mean, I've not got any comics, and I don't know, I love this. And the comics are brilliant. They've been going for over 10 years. They're mad popular, and like there's such a journey throughout the overall series. So many characters have come, gone, died, and it is genuinely a brilliant story and a great comic. It's created by Robert Kirkman and illustrated after the first couple of issues by Charlie Allard. If that's how you pronounce the name, I don't know. But yeah, it is brilliant, and it's so far, I believe they've got no plans to stop it or ever stop it. They want to continue for as long as they can, which is great. At the moment, I'm not enjoying the comics too much because my favourite period in the comics was definitely the prison story arc, which ended around issue 50 something, 60 something. I'm not too sure. That was my favourite period of The Walking Dead, and that's what they're currently at the TV series. And things are changing big time now between the comic and the TV series, especially with the governor, all of that stuff. But the governor in the comic was brilliant. He's a completely different person in the TV series, and that is one thing I do love about it as well. After reading ahead from the comics after the first season, I was kind of worried that I was gonna, everything in season 2 was just gonna be kind of like, I'm already aware of it, and nothing's gonna happen. But there's so many differences, but it keeps the overall same theme, same characters and stuff like that. And there's some differences that I don't like on the TV series, and some that I do. And overall, I would say Walking Dead is my favourite TV series. Second is Lost, third is Breaking Bad, and I'm currently trying to watch Game of Thrones, which I am enjoying. Obviously, because that becomes so popular, they've started releasing so many things, like there's credit cards out, stuff like that, wallets, lunchboxes, and also there's 2 games. One of them is an episodic downloadable one, and the other is a mainstream release by Activision. And this is based on the TV series. I'm going to talk about this one first, and it's The Walking Dead Survival Instincts. Daryl Dixon, Norman Reedus, and Merle Dixon, Michael Rooker voiced their characters in this, and it's kind of a prequel to the TV series, and it follows these 2. And overall, this game has been panned by critics, and I hate it. It is one of the worst games I have bought for like for like what brand new, and it's a terrible, terrible game. The mechanics are horrible, the animation's horrible, everything. The gameplay itself is repetitive, boring, and it sucks. It's absolutely terrible. But then a lot of games based on TV series. I mean, remember the Lost game? That was shocking as well. But there's also another one, an episodic one made by Telltale. That's just called The Walking Dead, and it was released in episodes. So every month, it was supposed to be every month. They delayed it. It messed up. It messed up that big time. But you're supposed to bring out an episode every month, and each one was about 2 hours long. And that was one of the best gaming experiences I've ever had. Storyline wise, it's probably in my top 3, behind around with The Last of Us, which has just come out on the PS3, which is brilliant, and Max Payne, which I love. But the Telltale game series was absolutely fantastic. It wasn't without its problems. It had many bugs. Like, for example, when I played it through to the 5th episode, and it glitched and reset me back to the 1st episode, and I've not had the enthusiasm to replay it, because I did the first episode about 3 times and it kept resetting, and it crushed me basically. And I've not completed the 5th episode, but it was amazing, and I don't know why I've not played it. I just think I'm just too devastated that I lost my game. And it was brilliant because you make your own decisions, you make your own choices, and it completely tailors the game to what you've done. And you'll end up with different characters alive at certain points and different characters happening. It's a brilliant game. There's also season 2 coming out. I think it's next week. Which season 2 of the episodic games is called The Walking Dead 400 Days, which looks fantastic. It's only going to be an improvement, and I cannot wait to get that. Also, for my birthday, I received a Rick Grimes figure. It was boxed. I opened it. It comes with this little thing, which is used in season 2 to round up the walkers, and a removable hand with a rifle. I've lost his revolver somehow, which wasn't very smart of me. And I got that. How much was that?
13 to 16.
About £15, something like that. And I opened it stupidly. If you look online now, that figure is worth around £70. It's skyrocketed. There's also a Daryl figure which we could have got for £15. That now box is worth around £300. So I'm devastated about that. So I went ahead and bought the Bicycle Girl Zombie. This was £15, £14.99, and already this is worth about £20, £50, £30 I think it is on Amazon. So hopefully the price for this will skyrocket and I'll be able to get some money out of it. But the figures themselves are pretty cool. Good likeness. They're only getting better as well. They're still releasing these constantly. There's so many of them now, but they're quite hard to get hold of in England. So really, that's all I've got to say. Really. Oh, there's also books as well, which I've. The Rise of the Governor, was it something like that? I can't remember what it's called. There's a couple of books, and one of them I got on Kindle, and I was enjoying it, but I've not got far into it. I've been distracted. But that's good. That's like a prequel to the series as well, and it's about the Governor and Woodbury, all that stuff. So there's so much Walking Dead like stuff out there, like merchandise and games. There's the comic, the TV series, figures, everything, and it's like a huge franchise. And I hope that it continues to grow because I love the TV series. And realistically, I can see it getting about 8 seasons. I would hope. I would love that even more. But yeah, I love the comics. I love the series, and I love one of the games. One of them is terrible, but yeah. So that's all I've got to really say about the franchise and the whole thing in general. And I love The Walking Dead. It's one of my favourite things. It's my favourite comic, one of my favourite ever games, and one of my favourite TV series. So it's a great franchise, and if you haven't watched the series, you definitely check it out. And also definitely check out the Telltale game, not the one at Activision. So thank you for watching, and please, if you want to talk about The Walking Dead with me, you can ask me questions on what I think about certain things, and feel free. So thank you for watching the video.